I introduce her, I want the young lady that was here to continue to tell her story of what happened on that day.
Carol.
Caroline.
Carol.
Carol.
I won't be back. Okay, so basically they treated Brenda like a criminal. She was like West Coast criminal, even though we had done absolutely nothing wrong. She did not deserve to be evicted from her home. She did not deserve to have sheriff's come guns drawn to her home. Nobody deserves that. But it's happening. It happens every day. I mean, we need to put a stop to it. We need to shut the system down. And we need to do it soon. Makers, don't strike. I mean, don't go to school, don't go to work. Don't buy anything, so we need to shut it down. We need to stop the foreclosures because they keep happening every day, and we need to change that.
All right, now we have Miss Faith Parker, who has been a victim of New York Bank melon. I think that we need to hear her out, and you're gonna see exactly the kind of people that these banks are hurting.
Amen. Thank you very much for coming here. Thank you. Thank you very much for your attention here. Coming here. Thank you very much. If only you know how much it helps and how grateful I am to you for your parents. No one can tell you. I wish I had the energy. This is my daughter Sandra. We have worked very hard. Bank of America has done us a very poor job. I think they're beginning because of you to work with us. I want you to know one thing. Where there's unity, there's strength. I want you to continue to be strong.
Yeah.
When you help somebody, everything you do comes right back to you.
Right.
Sooner or later. What I want you to do is listen closely, and I'm going to let you go. I have been a teacher for 55 years. I have helped many children, parents. I was a geriatric nurse. I helped older people. My thing is to help, not to take. I love you very much.
All right.
And as long as I live, I'm almost 80, I'm going to look out for ways I can help you.
All right.
Thank you very much, and may God bless you continuously.
The Bank of America helps her and gets her that loan modification she's been trying to get for 3 years now. So she can save her property that she's owned since 1962.
Wow.
This is Faith Parker's daughter. Maybe you want to introduce yourself and say a few words, please.
I just want to say that I love you guys. And we are the 99%.
That's right.
And there are more of us than there are of the 1%. Come on, tell it. And we can vote, can't we? Yes. I just want to say thank you for supporting my God bless you. And thank you for all your efforts, because you're going to help other people that aren't out here right now, that wish they were here right now. Maybe they're petrified in their houses thinking there's no help, there's no hope. But there is. You're the hope. We're the hope.
We are.
We are.
We
The
are.
99%.
The 99%.
We are.
We are.
99%.
The 99%. Save Faith's home. 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 Save Faith's home.
What a
I want you to know that there are many more Faith out there throughout the United States that are losing their homes.
Thank you for helping.
There's many hardworking people that
All I
continue
can do is to keep my
be
kids back.
victimized
My husband been
by these
dead
banks.
36 years.
So
I've
today,
been a widow for years,
we are
rearing
calling
3 girls,
on
a
our
teacher,
Attorney
a
General
nurse,
of
working more than
California
one job to save
to
that
put
love
a
that they're
stop
trying
to
to
this
take away from
madness.
us. Thank you.
We are asking
Thank you for being here.
Attorney General Carmela Harris, for a moratorium on all foreclosures. We ask you to support the families. This cannot continue to happen. We have a chaplain that was illegally thrown out of her home. She was criminalized. And we have a 79-year-old woman that has worked all her life.
The 8th child.
We need the Attorney General of California to put an end to this madness. To tell the banks that they can no longer operate as business as usual. We have one more guest here that we would like to introduce.
I'm Kwasi Nkrumah with Occupy the Hood and the Martin Luther King Coalition for Jobs, Justice, and Peace here in Los Angeles. Now, we've been with Occupy since the very beginning, and we said from the very beginning that Occupy, to become an effective movement, has to become a community-based movement. When we look at the struggles that people are carrying out to keep a roof over their head, whether they are the homeowners, like Bertha Herrera, or Mrs. Faith Parker, or whether they are tenants who are finding it harder and harder to pay the rent, who are doubling up with families and in-laws and even strangers to try to stay off the streets, or whether they are in fact already among the ranks of the homeless, those who've been pushed out of housing, pushed out of access, pushed out of an income, and pushed out of our society. And we have to bring all those forces together. Within Occupy, we're very pleased to be working with Carlos and our foreclosure committee. We want to build a broad movement in this community to fight foreclosures. We want to build a broad movement in this community to institute a rent freeze in the city of Los Angeles for those who rent, and particularly those of low income. Likewise, we want to bring an end to the harassment and the neglect and the abandonment of people who've already been made homeless by our society over the years. This is our program for the next 12 months, and we are putting out a call now to homeowners, to tenants, and to the homeless to join with us, to join with Occupy, to join with Occupy the Hood, to join with the Martin Luther King Coalition and many other community organizations on Martin Luther King's birthday commemoration on Monday, and to march with us in the Martin Luther King Parade. We are going to be leading a contingent, and the question is, and you know the answer, if all these things were going on and Dr. King were here today, what would he be doing about it? And if you really think about what he would be doing about it, then you know what we need to be doing about it. And what we're saying is we need to get ourselves very well organized to put an end to this insanity. We need to get ourselves organized to implement the needs and demands of the average citizen, the 99% of our population, from wherever they come from, whatever color they are, and whatever their specific conditions and problems are. Because our institutions have all been corrupted and subverted by the drive for profits. Money has become more important than any other factor to those who are controlling things in our society. And that does not bode well for you and me. And if we're going to change that, then we have to take the responsibility to do it. And so we want to call on you to join with us on Monday, January 16th at 10 o'clock at the corner of Western and Martin Luther King Boulevard, and join the Martin Luther King Coalition / Occupy LA contingent. And let us raise these issues together, because as Ms. Parker said, we can only solve these problems with unity. And we're going to bring the folks out from San Fernando Valley. We want to call the folks out from San Gabriel Valley. And we want all the other folks in all the valleys and the ones in the hills too to come on down and march with us in South LA. And don't act like you're afraid, because it's a Martin Luther King march. If there's any opportunity for you to cross those lines, this is that opportunity. So take advantage of it and come and help us to join a movement which is powerful enough to unite all of us, and that will make it possible for us to create a better future than the one that's on the horizon if we do nothing. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming this afternoon. You're also invited tomorrow evening at the Occupy LA General Assembly. We will be having a special commemoration for Dr. King, and we're going to invite people who are active in struggles in our community for economic and social justice to participate in that. And we're going to talk about what we can do as a movement to broaden the base of these fights, because that has to happen. We have some very solid people in this movement who are fully committed to these fights. So take advantage of it now. Tell your friends and your neighbors. Tell the people you love and the people you know, and tell the strangers too, if you know they need help, to come on in and join with us, and we'll fight this thing together, because you cannot fight it alone. Thank you.
I would like to say thank each one of you for coming out today, participating. We know that the fight just has begun. We're fully engaged. Occupy LA is here for you. If you're a homeowner, you're losing your home, you need to visit our website at occupylosangeles.org and send us an email, and we would like to see how we can help you. We want to thank the members of the media for coming out and covering this story. Thank you very much. Have a good day.